Yo, what's going on? We are outside. Yes, you see this correctly. Basically, I wanted to kind of test out this setup. So we're here in my backyard. It's a pretty fun setup. I'm using Logic on iPad. I've been wanting to dive deep into this because I have an iPad mini and it seems awesome. So I just got it connected with the Digitakt here over this USB cable, and that's pretty much it. What this allows me to do though, which is really cool, is I can use this line out microphone into the Digitakt and then get that into Logic. But I can also just create sounds, and I've just kind of been doing this weird like create a loop, record it, create a loop, record it, and just kind of keep building down inside of Logic, and it's really dope. Oh, by the way, this video is sponsored by III, but outside of them just making these awesome wireless headphones that I've been using forever, and them giving you a free hard case if you use the promo code down below, they have nothing else to do with this video. I'm just using them, as I always do. Anyway, let's go ahead and start making something. So I was kind of messing around with this little drum break here. If I went and kind of shorten this up, right? So there's a couple different ways I can do this. I can go back to the beginning here and just hit record and it'll launch this. And I got it recording in here, right? Cool, I could have grabbed that loop, that's fine. If we look at this, I'll shorten this up to be right there. We'll take this back to the beginning. And now if I duplicate this, I can move this here, bam. So what I've loved to do is duplicate this track. It still has all the same settings that I originally had on the Digitakt here. I'll mute that track and then try and find something new. For example, if we wanted to use this microphone, maybe one important thing would be to turn it on. There it is, boom, boom, check, 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 hello, hello. So that's a little hot. Check, check, monitoring's off, but if I turn it on, you can hear, oh, there's some bird sounds out here. I got the headphones on, I couldn't hear that at all. All right, so important. Let's go to our mixer here and turn input monitoring off of the channel. Again, dude, I want to grab that. Come on. Say something. It's in here somewhere, I know it. Yes, I'll just call it bird for now. And I'll assign it to 8, sure. What would this sound like if I just put it there? Let's start this up from the beginning. Maybe a little bit of attack. And then see how there's like a little bit of a stop? I think the sample's a little short. I'm gonna just add some reverb to kind of mask it. And then in our filter to cut out a lot of that low end, I'll turn this bass up. And what if I stretched it a little bit, just using the tune? That's kind of cool there. So same thing. I'll go into this track here, we'll stop it, go back to the beginning, get out of our mixer. It's already record armed because we have that track selected. Hit record. Maybe I can do another. Awesome, stop that. Boom, that's already locked in. Go here, mute track 8, go to track 2, figure out, what are these things? There's probably some bugs in this, but that's all right. I can make a little snap sound here. Go back to our recording here, and let me go ahead and function discard that. We're back here listening. I'm gonna change our threshold. Let me see. Oh yeah, that'll work. Getting gross. Not that gross, it's just nature. Yeah, that's cool. I'll put that onto 2 for now. We're starting back from the beginning. And I can say, right, so, quantize that. I actually want this one early. And you can hear that our sample is there's a little bit of air at the beginning. I'm just gonna change the start point on that. Awesome, and let's pitch that down. Let's go into track 3, and I want to find a clap sample. Oh, why don't I just record one, actually? Let's do that. Here, we'll stop this real quick. That was the one, for sure. You hear the reverb in there? That's awesome. And then we'll go to our reverb, give ourselves some more pre-delay. I want this to be a little quieter. And then I'm gonna push this one off a little bit, and this one a little early. Okay, cool. So back to our iPad. We're gonna go ahead and duplicate this track. It's armed, start back to the beginning. Done, that's it. Same thing. I'm gonna just shorten this up to where it needs to be. Duplicate this over. Oops, my bad. Duplicate this over here. Back to the front. Going to track 4. I'm gonna bring out my Decker Dream sample pack. I got a link to this one down below. I'm pretty sure this one's free. Let's do some C minors. Actually, you know what? We're outside. We're having a good time. Let's go major. We're here in 4, and I'm gonna tune it down by 12, and then get a little filter on here. Resonance, envelope up. That's cool. Maybe a little LFO to this. And we'll put it right on the money because it was a little late, that's fine. Looking back at our LFO page, I want to set this one to trigger. So and then we'll do that's cool. A little softer, a little more reverb. And we'll do delay, which is really a lot, but then we'll speed it up like crazy. Ping pong, a little wider. And then I'm just gonna move this as we record it in. So I'm gonna take cycle off so we can grab the tail end of this as well. Oh man, see, this is the thing. I kind of want to record it with the filter open also. We'll do 2 takes, right? So we'll go here. I'll just record this in now. Oh no! Thank God there's an undo button. So duplicate, get rid of this, back to the top. There we go. So now that we have this, I'm gonna move this clip over here. Let me just get rid of this one really fast. Go back to the beginning, and I'm just gonna open up the filter on this. Leave it open. Because there's a filter in Logic that I can use as well. Sweet, so we got those 2 here. I'm gonna turn our cycle back on just so we keep it here. And just to show you what the effect sounds like, check this out. We'll go here, auto filter. So we'll play this. All right, this. So now we're just listening to this. There's fatness. Let me turn the volume on this up. Maybe the LFO in here could be cool. I mean, whoa, that is tripping. I think it's because the notes are kind of on and off, right? They're a little before, a little after. Maybe we'll make it a little more subtle. All right, time to find that bass line. Let's find the bass line. You already know what the deal is. Go back to our sources here, find a new empty slot, samples, Ricky Tinez sample packs, DB01, never lets me down, do square. All right, so you can hear that these samples from my DB01 sample pack are super loud. I normalize them, which might be a good thing or not, but they're really loud. So I'm bringing the volume down here. We're gonna play back in the beginning, and then just slowly raise this till it sounds good. That's cool. And then our filter down, envelope up. Okay, so I really nailed it on the last one, which is what I really want. All these are terrible, but we'll go to this last one. Copy that, go to the beginning, paste, paste, paste. I'm gonna go ahead and try and grab these in really quick. Take it back to the beginning. So if we really zoom in here, you can see, one, it's super quiet, right? But you can also see that the latency's kind of fallen off with the setup. There's a couple different things we can do here. We can either try restarting Logic, or one thing that's really dope in your project settings, where's it at? In your sync, you can delay the Digitakt by however much it needs to be delayed by. So I've already gone and done that, and I have it set to 8, which was like perfect for me, especially when I was rocking it a lot. But once in a while I noticed that Logic would start to kind of freak out a little bit depending on different things. So just to be safe, I'm gonna go ahead and close Logic, and we'll see if I open it up again. And this is the one we're just rocking right here. And let's try it again. Copy this, push this here. Actually, I like it here. Okay, so it's still giving me some latency issues. So let's record it in and see where we're at, actually. Oh, well, it didn't start this time. Let me go ahead and hit play and see if I can lock it right at the right time. Oops. Okay, you know what? I think there is something there. So we're gonna go and zoom in here. And I know that this single note here needs to be right on the money. And I'm gonna get it basically as close as I can. We'll turn our snapping off for right now. Don't snap to grid. So now I'm gonna grab our trim tool, boom. So zooming this out, if I switch over to looping mode, I'll just grab this and bring it all the way to the beginning. Now let's try this and play it back. It's cool, but the second note, I don't like the second note. We'll move it to right here, trim, drag this over. Let me select a bunch of stuff and move both of these over right onto the one. And I think I can even join these two clips together. Bounce in place. Yo, you could just bounce in place like this? Bro, and it like normalized it? No way. Okay, so I know what I want now. Just that like ending bump, 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 bump. Yeah, it's this here, bump, 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 bump. So we can get rid of all of this here and just leave this last bump, 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 bump. And then let's see what that sounds like. We'll hit record. Stop that, trim it, grab it, repeat it, loop it, boom. Sweet, we'll go and add some delay to this. I think that would be really fun. Then I actually want it even longer, to be honest. We'll say, yo, that is tight. Cool, hell yeah. Let me get a little quieter. Awesome. Get rid of all this. Now I just need like some percussion. Man, wireless headphones are the man. Oh, let's see what this sounds like. Yeah, this is cool. So this is an old water fountain that I made for my girlfriend. It tipped over because the squirrels broke it, as they break everything. I have a love-hate relationship with these squirrels out here. But check this out. I'm gonna go and turn our monitoring on and then turn our microphone back on. Check, check. Oh, and because I duplicated it, there's so much stuff on here. Okay, cool. So we'll play this back. Awesome, I think that worked. I like this last little half here. Cool, let's add a little bit of reverb, some of that chroma verb. Yes. Okay, I am like filthy, covered in dust, but this is probably one of the most fun times I've ever had making music. The squirrels out here trying to get me. These squirrels out here trying to get me. There it is. These squirrels out here trying to... Yo, this mic actually sounds kind of good. These squirrels out here trying to get me. These squirrels out. I feel like that's kind of the sound squirrels make. So we'll try and record that in. These squirrels out here trying to get me. That's probably the most ridiculous thing I've ever done. But I don't even think it recorded it in. Look at that. We got it. What else can I add? I want to add more stuff. What do I have back here? Ooh, a pine cone. Yes. Okay. This is gonna be tight. Check this out. We'll go here. We're gonna lower the filter. We'll change the LFO. These squirrels out here trying to get me. And then go back into here. So we got a new patch. Yes. I'm so Neanderthal right now. These squirrels out here trying to get me. The second half of that was way better, so we're going to go and trim this, grab just the second half, hit loop, grab it over here, and oh, well, I guess that works too, so let's try that. These squirrels out here. So this one's quiet, but I want to bring it up. And in our channel view, we could even find, oh no, Logic crashed. Logic Pro has auto-saved a version of, yes, please tell me. Oh, cool, it grabbed everything. I guess I was just moving a little too fast. Yo, it won't even open this now. It'll turn it off. Yeah, open up. I want to change the EQ on this thing. There it is, okay. That's the sound right there. Okay, now that that's there, I can bring it down a little. Yo, these squirrels are out here trying to get me. Shout out to II again for sponsoring this video. Hard case for free if you get a set of these. They're my favorite headphones. Pine cones are outside, they're free too. You know, so you don't need to buy something to get something for free. And until next week, my friend, it's always so good to see you. And yeah, until then, share the love, share the knowledge. Knowledge is power. Peace. These squirrels out here trying to get me. These squirrels out here. This track is actually kind of tight.